Give me 55 minutes and I will give you back 5.5 years of your MBBS life back. I am Ogniv Roy Chaudhary, a third year MBBS student, documenting my journey to getting AIR1 in NEET PG and INI-CET 2029. I was the college topper in first year, and now I consistently get more than 80% correct in Marrow Q banks. Everything I share comes from what's actually working, not some recycled toppers advice. In this video, I am going to share 16 lessons that completely changed the game for me. Don't listen to your parents. This was back in first year, and my best friend was consistently failing all his internal exams. And the kind of way he was failing was like he couldn't even cross 30 marks. And I kept saying to him that why is it happening? You have gotten so good rank in NEET UG. Why are you not able to get pass marks in MBBS? But he kept failing. Then one day I went to his birthday party and I talked with his mother. I said, he's doing not well in our college. What is happening with him? You know what she said that day? She said that why does it matter that he passed his exams? He has already gotten into MBBS. It doesn't even matter if he gets supply or not. They will not be able to get him out of the college. They will not be able to throw him out of the college. He will ultimately pass. Take it 6 years, 8 years, 9 years. Not only that, after coming into MBBS, there were many friends of mine who got into drugs, alcohol, and every kind of addiction you can imagine. And then I asked them that you are posting them on your WhatsApp stories, on your Instagram. Aren't your parents seeing this? They said that of course they know everything. They are giving me the money to enjoy like this. I said, what? What the fuck? They say they're supporting this. They said, yes, we are in MBBS. In MBBS, it is a high class line, high class field, and here we should indulge in some drugs, alcohol, and late night parties. Now, what the fuck is this? The same parents who scolded us, disciplined us in our NEET UG years, who didn't even let us out of the house for 5 minutes, lest we can't focus on our exams and everything, they, after getting into MBBS, have given you every free card, free get out of jail card. You can do everything and they will not scold you. And it really does a number on the psyche of MBBS students. They can't really figure it out. What has happened to my parents? What has happened to my dad, to my mom? Why are they acting like that? The thing is, we have gotten ourselves into a position which is the dream of every parent in India. The Sarma ji ka beta dream. And you have fulfilled their ultimate desire in life, which is a good thing and a bad thing. The bad thing is, from this point on, if you're watching this video, I imagine that you want to continue to keep growing in your life. You don't want to get stagnant at the MBBS level. You want to achieve very high things. But your parents will lead you astray. They will continue to give you advice that from this point on will not work for you. Can you rest? Can you go and have drugs that you have gotten into MBBS? The harsh reality from now on is this is only the starting point. It will only continue to get harder and harder from here. But the parents don't listen. They keep giving this kind of advice that lead people astray. They think that my parents are on my side. They are giving me 6,000, 7,000 rupees per night to spend on these kind of things. Then why should I keep improving? The society is giving me validation. Every function I go to, I am the king. I am the chief guest there. The thing is, I want you to remember this. What got you here is not going to get you to the next level. And it was a very, very harsh truth that I had to realize for myself, that from now on, I cannot listen to my parents. I have to keep my focus on the ultimate goal of NEET, PG, and INICET. Otherwise, I will go downhill from here. The next point, you are not your college. I often thought that why are these toppers are always from these top medical colleges? Of course, we have one or two people who are from average or below average or even private medical college getting the ranks, but most of them are from the AIMS or any other top college you see. It's not like they have the best teachers. They still read from the Marrow and Prep ladder only. So what is special with them? And after much thought, I realized that they expect to top the exam. They expect that they will again be able to achieve All India rank 1, 2 and 3 whenever the exam and whatever exam that is going to take place in the future. The thing I want you to remember is this. This is the thing that controls your reality, your brain, your beliefs. This cycle keeps repeating itself. Beliefs turns to action and actions give outcome. Think about it. The goal of getting the top ranks in this kind of exams is a very hard endeavor. It involves years and years of sacrifice, practice, and only then you can get it. But what the problem is from average medical college, even private and below average medical colleges, is that you don't fucking believe in yourself. You can't even fathom that you can crack the top ranks in these exams. If you cannot believe, obviously it will not work. You keep thinking that, of course, this is not going to work, I'm not capable. How can I beat students from those aims? This identity trap is holding you back. You are not your college. Yes, your college may be a shit medical college. That may be true. Your batchmates may also be shit. But you as an individual have an unlimited power. Why are you selling yourself short? It doesn't care this exam for where you came from. It only cares if you can score and mark the right answers or not. From now on, I want you to think that you are your individual, whatever your name is. You have unlimited potential. Why can't I get it? Of course I will get it. My college can go to hell. And think about it. You make this competition so easy for them. Even before studying, you are giving up. And these people from AIMS and top medical colleges, they have a free pass. Because you don't believe you can do it. MBBS exams are a scam. In first year, I was totally optimizing for being the topper of my college. I wanted to top this exam so fucking bad. So I did what you can do during this time. I did all the PYQs, I revised again and again. And I finally got the result I wanted. I was the topper. But I realized that I had so many holes in my concept that forget this NEET, PG and INICET, I will not even able to pass the final prof exams. Then I decided from second year, my only focus will be on building a comprehensive understanding of the subject. But the funny thing, what happened? As the months went by in second year, my results only got worse and worse and worse. When in the first year, I was easily able to crossing 75% marks, I was not even getting 62% marks. Now, this is the trap that most people fall into, and I don't want you to do that. These exams fucking are a scam. They don't even test your knowledge. They only test how much you can regurgitate, how much you can write in your papers, how much page you can fill, and most importantly, it's mostly luck based. One teacher can give you 90 marks, another teacher will not even give 55% of marks. And if you optimize for this goal, not only you will not crack NEET, PG and INICET exam, you will never become a good doctor. This is a necessary evil that we have to go through, but don't optimize for it. Your only focus should be on NEET, PG and INICET, and your whole life and MBBS should be optimized for it. Do it and you will be much grateful for it and you will make meaningful progress. Toppers are lying to you. Every single year, this pattern keeps repeating itself. You may be in first year, second year, third year, final year. Whenever the NEET PG and INICT exams get over, you go and see their interviews. Every single video, I saw Marrow videos, Brave Lifetime videos, and my life changed. And I attended the clinics and I did that. I read standard books, I did that and that. Then you try to follow it. And okay, maybe this topper had said to read Robbins. Okay, I'm going to read Robbins. He said to attend clinics. And what happens after 20, 30 videos after watching this, you get mind fucked. And what good you are doing, you start getting even worse. The thing is, you have to realize one thing. The toppers of our country lack self-awareness. Just because something worked for them doesn't mean it will work for you. How the fuck do you think after watching only 20 minutes of the video, you can summarize the entire fucking 5.5 years of MBBS? It doesn't happen that way. It is not so easy that they portray. You are not preparing in a vacuum for this exam. If it would have been so easy that just study regularly, do the Q bank and you will get through and get the rank, everyone would be doing it. The thing is, you have to balance multiple aspects of your life. You have to balance your relationships, you have to balance your studies, you have to balance anything, any shit life throws at you. And these toppers, they don't tell you. I studied in the morning, I studied from this, I studied from this source, I added this clinic. It doesn't work that way. This generic fucking ass advice doesn't work. The reason I've opened this channel in the first place is to give you the unfiltered raw truths that is actually going to work in your life as you continue to see me go through this journey. So from now on, don't listen to generic advice. Generic advice gives generic results. Perfectionism culture. Now I was in second year and I was trying out many new things to build up my concept and I had seriously started preparing for NEET PG and INICT. And during that time, my concept was gradually increasing. And I remember I had this professor from microbiology and she used to teach in class and she used to ask us questions about it. And I used to try to give answers. Sometimes I would get it correct and sometimes I would not get it correct. But I would always try. Now, the thing is, after a few days, she got very annoyed with me. Like, why are you trying to give the answers? I said, ma'am, I'm trying. Sometimes I will get it wrong. Why are you guessing the answer? If you don't know confidently, don't answer. If you don't know 100% perfectly, don't answer. I said to her, but how will I learn? How will I learn if I don't make mistakes? Now, in the later part of the year, we had a very good understanding and she realized that I was actually trying to learn and not interrupting her class. And that resorted. But the point I want to emphasize is in MBBS, there is this culture of perfectionism. Like if you cannot do things 100% perfectly, then you are not worth anything. You see it in the books, in your seniors, the resources that they prescribe, everything has to be perfect. Everything. If you want to read pathology, you have to read Robbins. Read Robbins or your life is going to waste. You will not become a good doctor. You have to attend every single clinic, every single minute. Oh, you're starting Q bank from second year. What a fucking waste. If you cannot answer everything perfectly, if you don't answer 100% correctly, you are wasting your time. Start an internship. Internships you start. No. After your patient dies, then start Q bank. You know what happens because of this? Due to this fucking culture, I was such misguided for the first 1.5 years of my journey. I thought that why start? I don't even know what is the strategy, what I should fucking, there is no strategy. How will you learn if you don't start? This MBBS pros, everyone will try to keep you down. And I know why they do this. Some do it unknowingly, but many do it knowingly to keep you, drag you down, to make you see that this process is so overwhelming, this NEET PG and INI-CET preparation, you do not bother to start. This is for the people of the top medical colleges. How do you think from an average medical college you can dream of that? Never chase perfection. Even on the last day of your exam, you will never be perfect. Progress beats perfection any day. Don't dare get into this trap. You will regret and you will waste all of your MBBS. Kill the ego before it kills you. Now, after topping the first year exams of my college, my professors sent me to a anatomy quiz in the topmost medical college of our state, which is Medical College, Kolkata. Now I went there and I was full of arrogance and everything. I am the topper of my college. I will smoke these guys. They don't know anything. I know everything. Now I went there. There was from all over West Bengal teams came. I think there was around 30 teams. And after the first round, the questions were very, very hard. They were not the conventional PYQs that you see. I thought, okay, the questions are a little bit hard, but it must be hard for everyone else. Then when the first round results came, the cutoff was for the top 10 teams to go to the next round. I thought, okay, we should comfortably come in the top 3. As the professor kept giving the names, okay, not in top 3, okay, must be in 6, 7. We were not even in top 10. I later came to know we were not even in the top 20. So this is the problem we face. In medical community, it is a very close-knit community. Everyone knows everyone knows what they are doing. It has its advantages, but the biggest disadvantage is if you continue to improve, after a certain point, your improvement will flatline, both in studies, everything. But this NEET PG and INI-CET exams are not college exams. These are national level exams. And if you think that you are the topmost line here, you are mistaken. You are only a big fish in a small pond. And it was an eye-opening experience for me. I realized, oh fuck, I am not ahead. I am actually not even in the 50 percentile. I'm so far behind. Just because I'm topping in my college doesn't mean I'm doing good. Then from that point on, I killed all my ego. I killed my ego and I decided, okay, no, this is not going to work. I have to focus on exponentially increasing my day by day progress and think of it like a long term, all India perspective. Your ego will destroy you. This is for the students. This is for you who are getting good marks in your college. As you keep improving, this problem will haunt you down. So never think you are ahead of everyone else. Always keep improving. Otherwise, one day you will regret making this mistake. Being intelligent is a curse. Now, there is one friend of mine who I met in first year, and he has an unimaginable memory. You know those guys who never study before the exam, but every single viva and everything keeps playing game on his phone while the lecture is going on, and he just keeps seeing the lecture slide once and he keeps playing his game. And any question the teacher, the professor asks, he can give it instantly while I am sitting beside him and I keep writing the notes. Okay, the professor is saying this. Okay, this point is maybe this. Okay. But his brain is so fast. He can answer like this. Even on the prof exam, before the practical exam, he keeps playing games. But I thought, why I am so dumb? How can I possibly compete with these people? When these people give NEET PG and INI-CET exams, I will be destroyed by them. But then something changed in my mind. I took it as a challenge. Okay, I will cross this bitch. I will make sure I will take over him. So after that point, I went into the rabbit hole of how our memory works. What can I do? I should solve QBank and then do the revision and everything. Every single part of my life, I started optimizing. And in a few months' time, I was actually able to eclipse him in both the exam marks and also in memory. Of course, not in every situation, but in most times I was going toe to toe with him. And I can confidently say in the next few months of the next year, in third year, I will eclipse him. Now, how does this happen? How did it happen? This is the problem with the most gifted people. They have this arrogance, that is one thing, but the most fatal flaw is they have a fixed mindset. They know that this structure is working from him. He usually reads from the books. I told him that since book is so long and you have less time, why don't you see videos? He said, no, I have this thing I'm doing for 16 years. I can't read videos. I can't do from videos. And the fixed mindset is actually going to kill you. The one who are going to succeed in these exams are not the most intelligent, not the most talented people also. They are the one that know what is required for this exam and who are the most adaptable. Be like water, who can take shape in any container and he will do well. Everything is an illusion. Now, back when I was in second year, just a month before exams, our fest were meant to be celebrated by the seniors. And we said that this exams are near, seniors don't do it now. After the exams, we are happy to celebrate the fest. But they didn't listen, and ultimately a fight broke out in our college between the seniors and juniors and also our batch. Everyone was fighting with each other, and the fight got so worse that police had to be called to control the situation. Now, while everything was going on, I was only thinking like this: why is it happening that on this dumb issue that who will give fest or who will not give fest, people are wasting, my batchmates and everyone is wasting their time and energy on these petty things and fighting and thrashing each other. Even they went to the police station in the middle just before the exams. Now, this is the type of tribal mentality that develops in medical colleges. Since this is an isolated society, you have come from thousands and thousands of kilometers from your home to your college. And obviously you are alone. You don't have someone to relate to, and your batchmates and the environment in college becomes a pseudo family for you. Pseudo environment, which is completely isolated from the real fucking world. The real world doesn't operate in that way. The friendship you have developed, the friends who think they will remain for life, the relationships you are in and everything in between, the status you have gained in your college because of your rowdy behavior will not remain. These are all illusions. They never remain. Only what will remain, the work that you have put in day after day, despite being not in the mood, not being abused by the seniors and in the system, the work that you put in day after day, that will remain. And that will compound every single day again and again, and you see this graph, you will see it on a day of NEET, PG and ICT. It's worthless getting yourself involved in these things. Nothing will remain. The seniors who are watching this video, maybe they know, but you also know that as the year progresses, your friends group will reduce, everything will reduce. And in internship, you will be completely alone. So why waste your time in these things? The people keep talking about building memories in MBBS. Fuck memories. It took me 4 drops to get here, to crack medical college. You know why? I was chasing memories in my NEET UG days. I did everything that these people are doing. And I regret every single moment of it. The fun that you keep calling is not fun. If you look back on the time, you regret it. But you know what I don't regret? The time I actually locked in from my exam and cracked MBBS. And the same thing keeps on happening in MBBS also, and at a much higher and destructive level. Think about it. What is the price of your dreams? What is the price are you willing to pay? Is the price of not getting your dream branch equal to the fun you are having right now? When you want to be a medicine doctor in future, you end up in pathology. Is it worth doing all this fun and trading it for that? I hope not. And I hope you wake up before this thing activates and takes a toll on you and you get into irreversible damage and you can never make up this difference. Please wake up. Trust and humility. Now in the second year, I obviously started my preparation on an extremely serious note that no matter what happens, I'm going to focus on it. But I kept getting lost. And obviously, I looked for seniors, the good students in my batch, for their advice. Now the problem is they also don't have any clue how to crack these exams and everything. They keep giving advice like, why are you seeing this video? Read books. Prompts are more important. These videos are too advanced. You are solving QBank. QBank is meant to be solved 10 years after you have passed MBBS. Now we kept following their advice. Obviously, the advice didn't work. So I decided, okay, now I need to have someone who have achieved these things and who can help me in this. So after DMing many toppers, I somehow got a hold of my mentor. And believe me, the day I got on a call with him in February 2025, my entire life changed. The advice, the specific advice he gave me, changed the entire perspective I had on this NEET PG and INICT preparation. And this is the point I want you to make. Note. If I had not contacted my mentor and I continued doing it, obviously I would have never made it. The thing is, we can not know. The thing is, we do not know what we do not know. The things he said to me were things I didn't even knew I lacked. But because he had the experience, he could point them out. So this is what I want you to do. Recognize that you will not be able to achieve this goal on your own. You need help. This is a big goal that you have. You need every single ounce of help can you get. So why have this ego that we know everything from day one? That these mentors don't know anything. We are the ones who know everything. This is the most underrated part of NEET PG and INICT preparation I have found. To have trust, unshakable trust in yourself and your mentors. You keep hopping from one single YouTube video to another single YouTube video and never implementing their advice. Pick one mentor and do what he's saying to you. Follow him for 6 months, 12 months. At least try to do it. Without trust, you will never achieve anything in your life. This problem will haunt you every single day. I can confidently say, because of my trust and humility, to know that I do not know everything. I do not know even most things, but I want to improve and I will trust in my mentors that I am here today recording this video. And I am trying to do the same to you. Please get a mentor as early as possible, as early as much as you can. The mentorship will change your life. Mentorship will give you all the lessons without the scars. You will save so much time. Don't start in first year. Now, I will go out on a limb against the popular advice that is going on in the NEET PG and INICT space that you should start as early as possible. But I will still say that don't start in first year, because I will tell you the reason. I made a lot of mistakes. My concept got totally jumped up in the first year and I regret a lot of my mistakes I did back then. But what I didn't regret is mastering the MBBS exams. You think even though they are scam exams, they are worthless exams, they will not matter in the future, but the fact remains, if you don't pass them, you do not progress to the next year. And MBBS exams are not just studying for the exam, you have to manage the professors as well, have a good relation with them, everything else. So in the first year, I want you to only focus on passing your profs alongside building your concept, and don't make mistakes like only focusing on PYQs, but master this game. Since I was so much optimized for getting marks, I can now confidently say even if I start studying 2 days before any exam, I will confidently pass it. Maybe I will not get above 70% marks, but I will definitely get more than 50% marks. And this is a skill you have to develop in first year. Because when the times will get tough, and I can promise you it will get tough in the future, in second prof, in final prof, this skill will save you again and again and again. Avoid Marrow porn. Now in the first year and also in the first half of second year, I was obsessed with finishing videos after videos after videos. I thought this is the resource that will finally change my life. If I see just this one video from this teacher, I will have crystal clear concept and I will dominate every single exams. And by this way, I will continue to watch videos after videos after videos, and at the end of final year, I will give GTs, I will do the QBank, and I will become all India rank 1. But the reality was far from the truth. I couldn't even remember anything that the videos were saying after one day. And my concept kept getting jumbled up and up and up. Then after talking with my mentors, I realized this basic concept. Let's think of this in an analogy. Let's say someone is preparing for a marathon. What they will do to get better at marathon, they will run on the tracks. Every single week, they try to run more and more and more until on the day of the marathon, they can run it smoothly from end to end. You know what they will not do? They will not watch YouTube videos after YouTube videos, how to run, how to tie your laces, how to do this and that. They will actually run. Obviously, those videos they will see in the beginning, but they will do it and then do the running for majority of the time. You are trying to crack an MCQ exam by seeing videos. Is this a video watching competition? That who can watch 800 hours of video first? Oh, I'm first. No. You cannot crack an MCQ exam without solving MCQs. Why the fuck would you wait till internship to do it? How will you get better? How are you supposed to get better at solving MCQs? By solving MCQs. Of course, start at as early as possible. Even if you score 0% in the Marrow QBanks, it is okay. But start it as soon as possible. Otherwise, you are just aspiring for NEET PG and ICT. You are not actually preparing for it. Less is more. Now in the second year, my videos and everything was going very well. And at that point, I saw few videos from big YouTubers. Like, watching videos is not enough. After 2 hours, 3 hours videos is not enough. You have to read Robbins after that. You have to underline the points in the Robbins. Then you have to attend the clinics. Then you have to read the research paper. Then even Robbins is not enough. You have to read Hirschman also. Because in Hirschman, there are few points that are not there in the Robbins also. And after that, it is also not enough. You need to go to a professor office and then do something else also. And it is funny to say it out loud right now, but I fell for this. I used to wake up 4 in the morning to do all of these things, and for one topic, it took me 11 hours. And okay, I could have accepted doing all of this work, but ultimately, after a few days, I was confusing between basic concepts. I couldn't even remember what is the difference between autoimmune disorders and immune deficiency disorders. So the thing is, more is not better. Less is more. And why this culture of having reading this 800-page books, otherwise I'm not studying. Anyone who say themselves, go fuck themselves, can fuck themselves in the ear. You read whatever resource is suiting you. Pick one resource. It can be books for you. It can, for me, I realized since I study majorly from the videos, I'm most comfortable with reading the notes. So what I did after that, I completely focused on reading notes and solving QBank. And surprise, my QBank scores continued to increase. And my concept also increased, though I didn't read any books over the year. I only focused on QBanks Marrow videos or prep ladder videos and the notes. And finally, after doing it for 4 or 5 months, my QBank scores finally crossed 80%, 80% correct. And in the final part of the year, in the last half, I also got 95%, 100% QBank scores in some of the modules. So have few resources and do it again and again. Like Bruce Lee said, I do not fear a man who knows 10,000 kicks. I fear a man who knows practiced one kick 10,000 times. Lesson 13, and my favorite lesson so far. You will be tested brutally before your breakthrough. So I decided, even if everything goes wrong in my life, I will build concepts in second year. I'm not going to compromise on my concepts. And even though I expected things to not go smoothly for me, in the first 6 7 months of second year, I had the worst results in my life. My college scores were constantly getting less and less and less, even though my conceptual clarity was getting more and more and more, and I couldn't understand why. And this was before the breakthrough I had in June. And then this time, many of my friends also said to me, "What is happening with you?" Many even laughed behind my back that, "Oh, he has fallen off. In the first year, he could do it. In second year, we are tossing." But the thing is, I realized, because of my pattern in all of my life, every single time I am about to do a breakthrough, about to do exponential progress, the God and universe test me brutally. It will happen to you also. Anytime you are on the right path, you will be questioned again and again and again and again, and you will face so many difficulties. But if you still persist, even in face of that, you will be rewarded. After this brutal massacre for 6 7 months, where I was losing hope, honestly, if I tell you, finally in June, when I saw the QBank scores, and in the final exams, last internal exams, I got 85 marks. Though it is not important for me, but still, I knew my hard work was not going to waste. It was just not being seen. There is always a time lag between the work you are putting in and the result you will get. And for some case, it may be years before you know if you are correct or not. And finally, it ends on a very good note. The second prof I had recently, it was the best exam I had till date. I could score every single MCQ, I did every single question and everything, even though these are subjective exams and it can anyway go in any direction, good or bad. It doesn't, I don't really care about this exam. But the thing is, I was so satisfied after giving this exam. Like, the hard work I put in was not wasted. And not only that, I have such a great command of second year subjects that I, even when I open the final year books, I can pick it up like that. This is the result of my hard work. So if you are in facing difficulties in any part of your MBBS, if you are even crossed MBBS, you will know that you are on the right path. The right path is always difficult. They will not tell you that. But keep going. Even when you feel like not going, keep going. Keep going. And you will break through. I will promise you that. And you will feel so grateful that you didn't give up. Don't let others' approval ruin your preparation. In the first year, I had a target on my back. Like, I had taken 4 drops for MBBS. But now my life, I'm going to change forever. So I decided, no matter what happens, I have to top these exams. So I optimized for it. And I achieved my goal of being the topper of my college. But it came at a cost. The reason I wanted to be the topper was not because of because of any studying habit, or I wanted to prove. I just wanted others' approval, for others to recognize that I am the great Ogniv Rai Chaudhary. I am so much great, and I have not wasted my 4 years. I was compensating for that 4 years that I wasted during my NEET UG years. And I see it again and again and again. It was only others' approval, the professor's approval, my batchmates' approval, and everything that kept me going on this wrong path for so much time. when I could have made so much meaningful progress in that time. And I keep seeing it again and again and again in second year and third year, and my batchmates are going crazy. They keep seeking their professor's approval. They keep going down this rabbit hole, which is wasting their time. Listen to me carefully. If you are on the right path, that is for you, not for anyone else, not for any parents, what any professor thinks of you. You will betray people's expectation. Oftentimes it will align with other people's expectation, but oftentimes it will not align. During the 6-7 months, I knew that during this experimental phase, my marks may dip. And I may betray people's expectation and I will not get approval. And it happened like that. People were underestimating me, not giving me that much respect. But I kept going because I knew what is best for me and not for anyone else. Please, for the love of God, understand that this is your journey. You have to get through this exam, no one else. So do what is best for you. This approval seeking behavior will ruin your life. I keep seeing these batchmates of mine keep up all night long to please professors, to make projects for their professors, and they become a yes man. Everything the professor says they have to do, and they have to maintain this image of this being the topper, that they get every exam they get this marks above 70%, 75%, and this is holding them back. You may not be a good student, you may be a bad student also watching this video, and you keep getting approval from your friends, you keep trying to change your life, and when you try to study and see videos like this, your friends, oh, why are you watching this video? Come with us, play, let's do some drugs and alcohol. The moment you stop seeking approval from everyone else other than you, your life will significantly improve. So cut it off. Nothing lasts forever. In my journey of this 2 years that I had many ups and downs. In the first year after I came to this medical college, I wanted to be the topper. During also that time, and I also wanted to be desperately in a relationship. And I faced many rejection. That was one separate chapter of my life. After that, I tried to change my ways in second year, and my marks kept falling down and down and down, even though I know I was on the right path. And then I wanted to improve my NEET, PG and INICET preparation. Then the YouTube toppers were not doing it for me. I had to search for my mentors, and mentors gave me advice. And it keeps going on. Nothing is permanent in life. Nothing lasts forever. The thing is, if you are experiencing bad times, it will also pass. And it will go to good times. The bad times, after experiencing so much growth in my life in the last few years, I have come to enjoy bad times. I know that it is only in the bad times that people experience exponential progress. Now think about it. If I had not gone to that medical quiz in Medical College Kolkata, I would have always thought of myself as an extraordinary someone. My ego would have been so high. I would have never tried to improve. I would have kept up the same shit of becoming topper, and in NEET PG I would have fallen flat. Every single difficulty I faced gave me lessons that after which gave path to the good times in life. Nothing lasts forever. Neither the good times, neither the bad times. And the bad times will teach you how to experience the good times without falling into the trap. I always develop this mindset. I want you to have that also. What one thing I can do every single day that will make it unreasonable for me to not crack NEET, PG and INICET? Not giving up. It is such an underrated part of preparation that people don't really elaborate it. Of course, you can study 14 hours in the beginning. Of course, you will not get more than 20-30% correct in the Marrow Cube. Of course, you will not get much marks in the profs. What the hell is people doing that they have this unrealistic expectation with themselves? They want to get to level 100 in day one itself or day 2. in 1 month or 2 months. Every single year, even in the first starting of second year this year, I used to see my friends reading Robbins, this big Robbins, by the way, and read 40 pages, 50 pages in a day, and they used to study 6-7 hours per day. And as you know, as the motivation ran out and the hostel vices took over them, they completely left studying. On most days in my libraries, there is not a single soul, not even a final year. I am the only one studying in the mornings. Keep going. This is such an underrated hack. Keep fucking going. Don't give up. And before you know it, in 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, you will be in such a big place. It's such a good place you will not even imagine. Keep experimenting. Keep trying. And don't fall for this bullshit advice like you have to do 12-hour study, 14-hour studies. There are times for that. There are seasons in life. But don't give up. If you give up, the bad times also end. But you will never see the good times. There are only two ways to end good times. Either you give up or you get better. And I choose to get better every single time. You do that too. And if you have made it till this point in the video, then I will give you the bonus lesson. Lust will destroy your preparation. Now, why I am telling this? Back in first year, at the end of my first year, I was seeing all of my batchmates suddenly getting into a relationship or being desperate like a dog to get into a relationship. And I was saying that, what is happening here, bro? Why are these people getting so excited to get into a relationship now? Why now? He said, bro, you are a day scholar. You don't understand our difficulties that we face in hostel. I said, tell me your difficulties. He said that we are thousands of kilometers from home. We have no one to talk to. These seniors are toxic seniors. Professors are also bitches in their own ways. So who do we look for support? I said, your friends. Friends. He laughed like this. He said, these friends are fucking bitches. They backstab you when you are not looking. So only the one you have left is someone from the opposite gender. I said, okay, maybe he has a point. And I also tried to follow his advice, and I was desperate to get into a relationship in first year. To the point that I was having so much FOMO in first year that I maybe I will elaborate in some future video. But let me say that it was a very painful part of my life. My life got destroyed in many ways, and it took some time for me to recover. Now I understood maybe they are saying right. But believe me when I say this, not a single one who has gone into a relationship in MBBS, I am talking about seniors, juniors, our batchmates, have progressed from that point on in their life. Most of them have deteriorated severely, and the good ones have maintained. Never I have seen someone who have improved their lives after getting into a relationship. I know I will get a lot of hate for saying this, but the boyfriend and the girlfriend you are with right now, they ain't it. I can tell you that. It will not last. And you know what will happen? This is not love. This is lust. And the worst thing is you are dragging both of your futures down with you. It is only a distraction from the difficulties of MBBS, the study pressure and everything. I get it that you want to get rid of your loneliness, the crushing loneliness that you feel here, someone to relate to. But in trying to fill that void, what you're doing is only distracting yourself. Like you know that what you're doing is not right. So you ask them. They say, yes, it's okay. Right now we're not meant to do that. And you keep dragging yourself down. You have a choice. What is the price you are going to pay for your dreams? The higher your goals are, you are going to have to pay more price. There is no way around it. You can't go to an Adidas store and say that the shoe is 5,000 rupees and you say that no, I will give only 1,000 rupees. They will slap you and get you out of the store. Until you pay 5,000 rupees, you will not get the Adidas shoe. Same is the price of your dreams. And I know that if you are watching this far, that you want to get into the top ranks. It is not going to be so easy. You have to sacrifice immensely, and often the sacrifice is in relationships. So if you got value from this video, watch this video next. The dark truth about MBBS that no one tells you, and how it is fucking up your NEET PG and INICT preparation. Like this video and keep grinding. I will see you in the next one.